Fuego, Boxeo, Podcast, Cinco de Mayo, Especial. Yo.
What's going on, boxing members?
Yo.
I can't hear anything. All right. So I'm going to try to do this whole podcast with this on. So we rate.
Nigga got the giant. He got the giant.
All right. So we're situated. So yesterday was entirely all Anthony Joshua, Vladimir Klitschko, which it deservedly so, its own podcast. So that's why we got two this week. Henceforth, the Canelo Alvarez versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. for the catch weight championship of 164.5. That's so stupid.
The 5 is for it's a commemorative 5.
Yeah, for Cinco de Mayo, I think. Anyway, that's possibly what it's for. Anyway, Canelo is a perceived favorite, I think. What are we expecting Canelo Alvarez as far as a total performance to go into this fight?
Oh, well, I think he's going to look strong out there. I've been watching him work out on Instagram, you know what I mean? The different social media platforms where they show those media workouts. And he looks strong. He looks like he looks solid. And, you know, I've always thought, I don't like Canelo right now, but he's got a solid work ethic. So he's not a guy that you really doubt, especially against Chavez Jr., who doesn't have a good work ethic, who's cutting weight. You know, I didn't think too much of him before this fight was announced, and I really don't now. I'm just hoping for the best for him. I hope he gives a good account of himself. But all in all, I expect Canelo to go out there and dominate.
Well, there's also expectations, I think, of Chavez Jr. to just come in and just try to do the same thing that he typically does. Try to just mow you down with pressure and volume and just eat your punches and do whatever. Now, he's had some success with this at 160 around this, but since he's moved up, it's proved to be, proves that you need to do a little bit more than eat punches. You know, you kind of need defense around those parts. So I've heard on the HBO's boxing podcast, and they had the strange assumption that Chavez could possibly box. I've never seen him box
ever.
So yeah, and I think the only reason to believe Canelo Alvarez has to win this fight, even though consider that he's, he may be the smaller man, you probably still have to go with Canelo just because of, like we said, at this point.
I mean, Canelo does well against aggressive fighters. Here we have a weight-drained aggressive fighter who, needless to say, didn't always give a very good account of himself. So, I mean, it's not just picking the favorite. It's that, look, if you know these guys and you've seen them, you'd give Canelo the edge, even though he is the smaller man. Logically.
And you can't help but just still go for Chavez, just because Canelo seems to, the question I posed in the description of this is Canelo Alvarez becoming a gimmick? Because it seems that
he was always a gimmick.
I mean, but it's almost so blatant that even his fans have to recognize it. Like, it's at this point where it's like, all right, so do you see it this time?
I don't know.
Do you see
I don't
it
know
this
about
time?
all his fans, man. Because a lot of them, man, I see a lot of dudes that's still defending this guy. So I wouldn't say all about that. His fans, honestly, I'll be honest too. I mean, I want Chavez Jr. to win, but Canelo technically is a better boxer. But the thing that intrigues me and gets me going about this fight, I know Chavez Jr. is his lack of training in the past. But like like all right, I seen his last fight. Contract weight was at 169, I believe. He came in at 167.8. And keep in mind that this fight was already being discussed. We heard about it like a week before. So imagine how long they've been talking between themselves. So Chavez Jr. he came at 168. That was pretty. That showed me something. So I can't judge a guy from saying, all his training camps they were bullshit. But how he's taking this one now, and you haven't heard any fucked up shit. Because in any training camp he started, Chavez is good, but then Freddie used to come out like, he's missing or he's that. And this training camp, he looks to me like he's taking it seriously, and he knows that there's a lot at stake for him. And one thing that people don't really bring up, that this fight is not only because they don't like each other, but the families got a rivalry. And if we go back a little bit further back, we could see somehow, like, in a way, some way this fight would be, you beating Canelo would be like your father beating De La Hoya. Obviously not in the fight, but you're taking the thing that's making no money. And I'm pretty sure that would be a big satisfaction for Chavez. And that's the point that I haven't heard nobody really bring. Now, people say that.
Yeah, that's a great point, though, because I'm glad that you brought that up, because I feel like if there's any reason to go for Chavez Jr. is the noticeable discipline he's had in this camp. He looks in decent shape to me. He doesn't look, sunken in. He doesn't look like he's, an extra in a thriller movie, video, but he seems healthy to me. And from what I consider, he seems comfortable. And he's actually, I believe he said yesterday that he's already at weight. So, which, that can either be a good or a bad thing. We'll see how it turns out on fight night. They show up.
Even if Chavez arrived at the weight comfortably, let's say that the weight isn't an issue. Let's just hypothetically say the weight cut didn't bother him. We're still talking about a fighter that doesn't have the dimensions that Canelo has. He's an aggressive fighter. Canelo does well against aggressive fighters. He's a great counterpuncher. He doesn't have feet, but he doesn't always need them.
Yeah,
no,
but we know.
Agree.
But
I agree on that. Oh,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
See, this is. I agree on that, Julius. But this is the thing too. Another thing that intrigues me is that we never seen Canelo at that weight. So we always seen him being the bully. Well, how is it gonna be when he's the one getting bullied? Yeah, my thing into this whole fight falls on if Chavez Jr. could hurt Canelo, he could beat him. But if because I don't really see Canelo unless with the body shots. But the only man that stopped Junior was Fonfera, and that's 172, I believe it was a catch rate. But Fonfera's a hard hitter. He knocked down Stevenson. So I don't know, but those body shots, that doesn't, that could take a toll. But I'm interested to see how Canelo reacts to him not being the bully.
And that's important because I think Canelo going to the body. I think Canelo's going to go a lot to the body, but it's going to be easier for him. Chavez is the taller guy. He doesn't really have the defenses to fend off Canelo anyway. Canelo's not going to have to chase him down. Chavez is probably going to bring the fight to him. That's going to make it very easy for Canelo to just use that upper body move and work off the counter. That's what he's good at. Y'all know that it's very hard for me to say anything nice about Canelo, but facts is facts. The boy can punch and he can counter. Chavez don't have those kind of dimensions. And you're cutting weight. So it's like, come on. Like, I hope that he gives a good account of himself because I looked at the pre-fight presser and the look on his face is just the look of a guy who is accustomed to being counted out. You know what I mean? And I'm watching Chavez Sr., they're like warming him up or whatever they were doing. And you could see the look of frustration on his face as he provided instructions this. So I'm just hoping that he goes out there, he gives a good account of himself for his dad because all in all, most of us have Chavez winning this fight. I mean, fuck me. You never know.
Yeah. Huh? What?
Canelo's winning this fight, dog. I think he's gonna stop him, and I think it's gonna be via a body shot.
Yeah, I'm having that feeling too. A body shot.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's the only one because with the chin, no. I mean,
he's not going to be going head hunting. Canelo's not going to go head hunting. We're going to see Canelo go to the body in this fight. There may be a lot of punches thrown in this fight, but Canelo, I think he's going to stop him. And y'all know I don't like Canelo, so I'm just being honest.
No, I don't know. To be honest, if I gotta give my prediction on that, I feel like Canelo might win, but I highly doubt he stops. So I'm gonna go with that. I think if Canelo does win, it's gonna be by decision. I think it's gonna go the whole 12. I'm gonna go off of that right now.
I mean, I just find it, funny though how, because initially, even when this fight was first announced, I wasn't even big on even, announcing it on this podcast, just because I'm just tired of it. I'm just so done with the new explanation on why we aren't fighting Golovkin.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah,
and people are so hard pressed that this thing is going to go down in September, where like we can actually count on Oscar De La Hoya's word, because he's never lied about having a fight set up, within the year.
Let's put it this way: if they don't fight Golovkin in September, I'm going to stop talking about it altogether, because then there's no sense in going around in circles when it's as obvious as it is that it's all bullshit. If they're not fighting Golovkin after they beat Chavez, I'm not talking about it no more, because then, like, what am I talking about right now? What would I really be talking about? Now, what feeds into Nico's prediction is he feels that Canelo won't stop him, and I think that if Canelo doesn't stop him, they won't fight Golovkin. But if he does stop him, they might.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not too optimistic about this Golovkin. Well, I want to see it, but sometimes I'm trying to be realistic. I'm like, man, it's like how we all talk right now. The lawyer, he kind of has a tendency of not quite being honest all the time. So I'm going to put it like this. If it's a 12-round fight, expect a rematch.
Yeah, that's possible.
Because that's what it is, Expect the rematch, because they're gonna milk this as much as they can. Obviously, this is nothing new nowadays. People just try to milk the cow for as much as they can.
Look at Mauricio Suleiman. He tried to milk it. Like, I don't even know what the fuck he was thinking. Like, Canelo don't like you. What the fuck are you doing? He don't like you.
Yeah. I hope that's not the reason why that fight don't happen. Because knowing Canelo and his tantrums, he probably might say that if the fight takes place for the WBC title, he won't take it.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Maybe
that's another scenario. Gennady Golovkin is the WBC champion. Canelo may say, "Look, I don't want that title on the line, and I don't want them involved." That might create a rift. Next thing you know, the fight is off, or quote unquote off, as if it was ever on.
Yeah, right. But we're haters if you ever pick up on that. You say that out loud, somebody might get that.
Look, Golovkin is no better. I gotta say this. Golovkin is no better. Because if you guys are still after this fuck, you're letting him age you out. I said this ages ago. 3 fights from now, the odds don't favor Golovkin. So if you still are chasing this guy, if you're not fighting him in September, if you don't, leave him alone, because he's gonna get you. He's gonna get you.
Yeah, because it really at that point it's it would be better served for him to make him suffer that too. Because it's almost like the way that Mayweather Pacquiao. It seemed like when that fight didn't seem like it was going to happen, both their numbers started plummeting.
It's true. And the most important thing to me is that Golovkin doesn't need necessarily Canelo to make something of himself. Obviously, it's the biggest fight in boxing. Sure, well, that's under question these days. But all in all, Golovkin can continue to make money, at 160 or go to 168, answer a couple of questions up there. It's not all about Canelo. It's not Canelo's world. And every time you hear Golovkin, all you hear is Canelo now. And it's like, hasn't anybody taken the hint? Still question marks over whether or not they're going to fight him. They're still touting Lemieux as a possibility. He's on the undercard.
And that's a golden boy fighter too. So this is the thing, is like, at one point when all this shit started, Canelo, at first I'm like, all right, you got the title, you're the man. So at 155, And you're kind of, and I still don't see how people could acknowledge that. But people go when they don't got nothing else to say. It's like, oh, it's because Canelo's the A side. It's like me. I'm thinking to myself, like, are you fucking making anything out of it? Because if you are, let me know. Then, hey, you got all power to you. But if you're not, then take your place as a fan. Because by us putting these boxes in a pedestal, it's like basically they're robbing the fucking bank blind.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
and and it's and the denial of people
Yeah,
is
like
just
really.
is like, I mean, he deserves his money, and I deserve not to see it.
Man, right now that we're here, and I'm hyped about all this shit. I'm gonna change my pick, man. And you could quote me. I'm obviously you saw it, it's live, but I'm changing my pick to Chavez Jr. I mean, I already fucking put $100 on it, so hey, might as well.
You put 100 on Chavez Jr. already?
It was mostly they kind of got me because they were kind of like, like man, I don't like Canelo. Fuck Canelo. And then I see how then it leads back to those things that I was telling you, like even though like I see like this training camp, who he got, and I'm not saying Nacho's gonna make miracles, but the few people, if you know Nacho, he's one of the guys that he doesn't take shit. He doesn't take tantrums like the one Junior was throwing.
And if he had a few fights with Nacho, if he had, maybe 2-3 fights.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
That would have been more encouraging because then that means you made it through a full camp with Nacho. Here you are with another one. Nacho don't put up with no shit. He'll walk out. Don't put up with no shit. So if it's like that, then I think Chavez has a better chance. But it's the same thing as the Klitschko fight. Too many things that are working to win. I can root for you, but I can't edge you to win.
Yeah, another thing too is that what you were saying about what you were saying, George, about that podcast with HBO. Actually, that is true because I even heard like Memo, and I've been following this real close. So Memo was talking about, what they're expecting us to come in for to train to lose the weight. Well, we're not training to lose it. I mean, we're not training to like kill ourselves to make the weight because if we do that, by the time we get to the scales, we already lost the fight. If we train just for that, so we're training on other things, fundamentals. And I am keeping them healthy, and obviously they're expecting a lot because the altitude and Otomi where he was at, it's like at 3,000 kilometers from meters from sea level. I'm sorry. So they're expecting when they come, they are expecting to lose a few pounds. Because I did hear that he was like maybe like 3 or 4 pounds over weight. Mm-hmm. He wasn't at weight yet, but they're expecting a lot. Maybe we'll see how that takes him. But honestly, if I do think like if he does win this fight, I think his only chance is Will and Hart. Maybe that sounds a little corny, but I feel like those are because he's really not better.
There is reason to believe that possibly Chavez Jr.'s size could possibly wear down on Canelo.
Yeah.
That this is the biggest person he's fought ever.
Yeah. I mean, that's
one of the only things that you could actually say that's a fact,
But Chavez isn't gonna see. This is the thing. As I stated, Canelo does very well against aggressive fighters, and the way that the size would be imposing on Canelo and would make it a long night for him if Chavez was gonna box, if he was gonna fight behind, like a jab or something. But he's not gonna do that. He's gonna bring the fight to Canelo, and that's what he wants. That caters to all Canelo's strength. Canelo's the faster, sharper puncher, better body attack, better upper body movement, even though, like I said, he's not fast moving. He draws power from the ground. So, all in all, it's synergy. There's no way I could edge Chavez to win this fight.
The only thing about Canelo that, like, another intriguing thing is, like, that he's fucking going up the ninth. I don't know. I mean, it might be really good for him or it might not. It's one of those things that, I never seen you come this much up in weight also to say, well, you know what, maybe if I had seen Canelo saying, hey, you know what, fuck, I seen him fight too at this weight already or something, like, man, Chavez Jr. is going to get his ass whooped. But I hadn't seen him. So that's what kind of leaves a curiosity of, like, there's a lot of ifs. But overall, Canelo does got the advantage. Mostly, he's more, he's like you said, he's a better counter puncher. So, I mean, I think he is a better boxer.
If it were Canelo and, say, somebody who's at the upper echelon of the division, Canelo and fucking Badu Jack or some a guy like that, then I would say, okay, now this might be a fucking problem. But this is a very winnable fight for Canelo Alvarez. It's very winnable. He's a very aggressive fighter. He's not known for his boxing skill. He's known for pressure fighting. Canelo does well against pressure fighters. it all depends on what you thought of Chavez before this fight was even announced. And me personally, I did not think much of him before this fight, and I don't now. I'm just rooting for him. One, because I feel bad for the guy, and two, because I fuck.
I mean, I think most fans are actually just rooting for Chavez to win, but knowing that Canelo's going to win. I think that's pretty much the.
I mean, you know,
historically, weight drain fighters, have they done very well? Weight drain fighters that had to make a weight cut like the one that Chavez is making, have they done well? You know, Daniel Gill, Chad Dawson. How did it work out for them?
not that great.
So, boxing scene reported on Tuesday that Canelo has no interest in the WBC being involved in a potential September fight with middleweight king Gennady Golovkin. Canelo also confirmed that he denied the WBC's request to be involved in the upcoming fight with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. This fight takes place on HBO pay-per-view. Will be happening this coming Saturday night at T-Mobile Arena. The contest takes place at a catch weight of 164.5 pounds. Canelo holds the WBO. Junior middleweight title is moving up from 155 pounds. A few weeks ago, Suleiman, I don't know, I think they spelled his name wrong in this damn article. They always have some damn spelling errors in this.
His name is weird, though. Like eyes all over the place. It's like
I was gonna say, well, okay, well maybe they didn't. Oh yeah, they created they created that Cinco de Mayo belt for this fight. I forgot. Did you guys check that out?
Of course, I checked it out.
Yep.
I was one of the first guys to talk about it. That this fight is so pointless that they had to make a belt to try to make it seem like it's about something. You know, and it's a pride fight because of the rivalry. Yeah, it's a pride fight. But we know who Chavez is, devoid of Canelo, devoid of rivalry. We know who Chavez Jr. is at 168, and it's not like we don't. So it's hard to look at it as, oh, you guys tried to dress it up and you tried to pull a fast one on Canelo, because y'all know Canelo don't fuck with y'all, but y'all tried to just sneak into the party. Y'all tried to crash his party, and he not having it.
I mean, you would if you're Mauricio, you would have to see that coming though. So I don't understand why he even attempted it. It was almost just like his way to dip into the whole moment, basically.
What?
I mean, it's like you show up at the wedding and you done fucked the bride. You know? Like, you're not even supposed to be here, dog. Like, you already, like, you're not supposed to be here. Like, why are you here?
Yeah, you know what? I had heard some shit about that too. At first, because you know, there's always two sides to each story. And the WBC came and saying that they had made a belt because of the fights, two Mexican fighters, and you know, that it was made by the Huicholes, one of the oldest tribes that they're still in Mexico. So I mean, you know, I felt like, man, that's kind of a dick move. But then after a while, I heard him, like, well, you know what? I don't fucking like you, but you're fucking making sense right now. Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, you know, if I'm being honest with myself, I believe that fucking the WBC did try to pull a slick one, and they try to benefit out the situation, even though they're not. But at the end of the day, nothing's free in this world. You're not gonna make nothing to not gain nothing.
Exactly. You think the WBC, you think Mauricio Suleiman and them, they got involved just because of Cinco de Mayo? No, they're trying to turn over a profit.
Yeah, you know what?
I don't know what profit, because it's not a ranked world title, but they didn't do it for nothing. They didn't do it for nothing.
No. Well, yeah, Canelo had said that he had that the WBC, I guess everywhere they were going, they were like taking the belt on tours, and they were getting money somehow, some way from the belt. So I was like, you know, I guess that's how they were making a little bit of change, because it's not a real belt, in all honesty, you know. And he tried to pull a slick one, and it backfired on him, you know. I don't know. I feel like Canelo in a way should kind of just, all right, you know, you don't fuck with the WBC, but to say that you don't want to fight him for this belt, I mean, I don't know. I just hope that doesn't cause a problem with the with the making of the Golovkin Canelo.
It's not against the Huicho, because he said, you know, that they do make clothes for him, that the clothes that they're actually making clothes for him. and that the
Yeah.
whole thing about it is he feels that it was a conspiracy perpetrated by Suleiman to make him look bad, because he knew that as soon as Suleiman got involved, Canelo wouldn't like it, and he'd be able to make it seem as if it was Canelo and the Huichos that had the problem, when really it's Canelo and the WBC that had the problem. And in that respect, yeah, I believe him, because Mauricio, he should, like, he don't like you, dog. He's still mad you was trying to make him fight Golovkin. Okay, there's no reason in the world you should be involved in this fight. This fight is not for the world title.
And that's on.
Canelo is not campaigning at 168, so why are you involved?
Yeah, but that is the only reason why I feel like Canelo's kind of petty. So you're gonna hold the grudge because they try to like basically you knew before Cotto. So we look at how everything started. Now the situation looks like the WBC. They try to pull a slick one. But let's look back at how it really everything started. So you got mad at the WBC because they were trying to do their fucking job when Golovkin was a mandatory for
Absolutely
a break
right.
already.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's like in a way Canelo's petty too, because for him to say now he knows that the WBC is having the fucking that he was slick with that Huichol thing, but let's not sit here and like he acknowledges them too, because the only reason why he's having them make this fucking thing is because he knows she's basically turning it around on the WBC.
Yeah, he could be doing it not for nothing. He could have released that statement just to save face with the public. You know that, oh well, I don't got a problem with them. They make my clothes. Da da da. Who knows?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Mauricio knows this is not a ranked fight. Like, Canelo is not going to be ranked at 168. Is he campaigning there after this? No, he's not. So then what are you trying to get involved in? What's your role in this shit?
For real.
Like, you just crashed the party for no fucking reason. And you know this guy didn't like you. So what are you doing here? Everybody knows Canelo is the WBO sweetheart right now. He gets to go where he wants. He gets to do what he wants. He gets to hold down. And he gets to hold the title while he does it.
Yeah.
Okay? Because still the 154-pound champion.
Yeah.
So, all in all, what is the WBC's role in all of this? Nothing. We just following him around, throwing this joint right here. We got right. It's like you got a barbershop and they coming to sell DVDs in your barbershop, but you don't like them. that's what it is.
It's like coming home to your dog fucking your wife.
Holy shit.
Oh
shit.
It's like the most. It's like the most surprising surprise. It's just like, you of all people are here.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is, you know, the WBC, they were in the round for this. I mean, that's
the thing though. I'm glad you picked up on that, Nico, because it's basically like it's two petties after one. It's like Canelo basically put the WBC on Front Street as the reason for why why they stopped the Golovkin fight from happening, when it was really just him bullshitting.
Well, I mean, I'm just putting it in two, because that's Canelo's fault. But it's Mauricio. But it's Mauricio who's now trying to come back and just trying to get himself involved with something that's not even ranked at all. Exactly. I applaud that they did what they did with Golovkin. But at the end of the day, what are you doing involved with this fight?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Like I feel like he's that's what I mean. He's getting caught up in the whole event. He just wants to be part of it.
Honestly, man, I think we all know. We really sit here and think, what is he doing? He's trying to make money.
Yeah.
He's trying to benefit out that situation. I mean, but like how we were saying, is like, really, you got 4 fucking people? Nah, fuck. Maybe he thought he could get away with it because the fact that I think Chavez Jr. or one of Chavez's sons, he's the godson of the late Suleiman. Mm-hmm. So he thought maybe he could have gotten away with it if Chavez was the A side, how they call it nowadays. Exactly. But now, like yeah, he's holding by your string, and it fucking felt on him miserably.
And that's really what makes it obvious, is that you know that you're coming from a strained relationship with Canelo. So, and this is not a ranked fight. So what the fuck? Like, what are you doing, dog? Like, but we know how big this fight is in Mexico, and that is too much money to pass up for Suleiman. That's all it is. This fight is huge in Mexico, and it's huge in the Southwest. Suleiman's not going to pass up an opportunity to capitalize on that. That's why it's like obvious, but at the same time, it's stupid. Because you know he'll fuck you. And he's the A side. So what are you doing here, dog?
I mean, I don't knock him for doing it, but it was a really stupid move to do.
Yeah.
I mean, so I don't
So,
know.
I mean, so we talked earlier about, you know, Chavez Jr. as far as his chances to win, and basically having the right attitude. Now, I'm gonna just show you the headline. All right, I'm just show you the headline, and because I haven't read this article, but it gives me a little bit of concern. So
Mhm.
I'll show you that.
Let me see.
I
Uh,
can't.
well,
I
Nico,
can't
I'll
read
read
that
it.
shit. You
Nico,
better
I'm gonna
read
read
that.
it to you.
Alright.
Chavez Jr., my father must understand he isn't my trainer.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, thanks a
Oh.
lot, George. You could have told me that earlier.
So I'm
The
just reading this. I'm just seeing this.
like
I mean,
you
because when I pulled up the article earlier, I saw that, and now I'm scrolling this,
just.
and I'm like, okay, now I look
You
like
know,
an asshole. Well, thank you, Chavez Jr. I'm an
see it
asshole.
there. They're like,
Yeah, you could have mentioned that, man, when we was talking about that shit.
Yeah, Chavez, you should have spoke up
but okay,
earlier in
I mean,
camp.
okay, see, now I'm intrigued. So, I mean, now, what does the article say? Because I mean, he must understand he's not his trainer. Maybe that's Chavez. It could just mean that Chavez is trying to get involved too much in there.
Okay,
Could
But
be.
you know what worries me is when Chavez
I'll
Jr.
read
lacks in
this.
training.
I'll read the piece
I mean,
by
not.
Idic. It is beyond difficult for Julio Cesar Chavez to keep his opinions to himself when it comes to his son. As the most prominent Mexican champion in boxing history, the legendary Chavez believes he knows what's best for the mercurial former middleweight champion. It has caused tension between the father and son in the past, particularly when the elder Chavez attended his training sessions on a daily basis. Chavez Sr. respects Ignacio Nacho Beristain, one of Mexico's most successful trainers, and how his son's new trainer has helped him prepare for his Mexican showdown with Canelo Alvarez on Saturday night HBO pay-per-view, blah, blah, blah. Chavez Jr. still indicated during a conference call Monday that his outspoken father could pick his spots more appropriately when it comes to offering his advice.
Well, let's just put it this way. I think the last thing that Chavez Jr. needs is Chavez Sr. talking in his ear. He's already living in the shadow. Your father
Yeah.
is the greatest fighter that this country has ever seen. You don't need him constantly nagging you with his legacy. You already don't have a choice but to live with it. You're trying to carve out your own lane. If that means walking around eating cereal in your underwear or whatever the case is, oh well. But you trying to be you, and he wants you to be like him. He don't need Senior talking in his ear. He need Nacho. That's who he need. Freddie Roach couldn't straighten him out. Let Nacho straighten him out.
See,
Chavez
but you know the reason
Sr.
I empathize with Senior because he has a reason to be slightly concerned as far as where his son's head is at for this fight. And you know, to Chavez, it probably means more to him than it probably means to his son. And I'm sure that's probably what
Yeah.
he's worried about. He's worried that, look,
Honestly, yeah.
I'm not sure if you're
Yeah,
understanding this shit. This is important. I need you to kill this motherfucker.
And I get that. But Chavez Senior ain't the one fighting the fight. So
No, but I know, and I know that, but he knows that, and but he it's the helplessness that he's probably feeling that that he wants to get into to tap into Chavez, and he's just not seeing it. And if that's why he's on him, I can understand that.
No, but overall though, you know, it is wrong from Chavez Senior. But you are right though. Chavez is trying to put something in his son that is his son. He's not gonna be like you. And it's one of those things. The more you nag him, the more you're gonna frustrate him. But I feel like this fight is actually more important for Chavez Senior than, well, I'm not gonna say than Junior. But I feel like Chavez Senior, that's the last thing he needs to fucking do. Cause like we said, this is the only training camp he has with Nacho, the only one he had, and he might be his last one. So let Nacho do his fucking job. Let him do what the fuck he does. Cause he only got a limited amount of time to work with him. But you constantly throwing there, he's not gonna fight like you. Obviously, we already know you're not like your father. Us fans, we know that. But what I'm believing is that Chavez Senior doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that. Look, at the end of the day, look, there's a lot of talk in the boxing community about Chavez Senior's resume. What you can deduce, regardless of the quality of opposition, is that this is a man that had a very good work ethic because he stayed busy. Didn't matter who. We're not going to get into all the contentious bullshit, but this is a guy that you didn't have to nag him to get things done. Whereas Chavez Jr., he's not that guy. He hasn't been that guy, and he's not going to start being that guy now, regardless of how Chavez Sr. feels about it. All Chavez Jr. needs to do is focus on his camp and focus on the guy that's in front of him. Listen to Nacho. That's all he needs to do.
Yeah, and I know it's personal for Chavez because Chavez Sr. said it himself. Well, my son could lose to anybody but that motherfucker. So, I mean,
and considering that's your almost predecessor when you think about it, like these are predecessors. Like you don't even want to give him the keyhole's view of your legacy just because of his stardom.
Canelo is a threat to every, I think this is why guys like Zerto Ramirez, Orlando Salido, they go, Juan Manuel Marquez, they go hard on Canelo. They don't pull no punches when they talk about him. And I believe it's because, he's a threat to their legacy. His business practices are questionable. He's not the sweetheart in the country that everybody makes him out to be. But all in all, he has a very impressive record for a guy his age. His career is technically still ahead of him. He's only, 26?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, dog, like with a resume like that, with those kinds of names on your resume, and still, he is still a major component in a very important fight, not just between, us and them, but in boxing. And I think all in all, it adds to how Chavez feels, his legacy to like, I'm the greatest fighter Mexico's ever seen. But this fucking kid, he could fuck it up for me.
Mm-hmm.
He can fuck it up for me.
Exactly.
And I can't have this.
Yeah, no, that is true, man. Even though, like, fuck it, it's killing me inside to fucking say this, but it could happen. It really could. So, I mean, man.
If you think about where Canelo's at, he could go to middle. Say this guy ducks the shit out of Canelo. Right? He fuck him. I'm just gonna keep playing with everybody. He could still beat shit out of a lot of guys there. Canelo could beat Aftonil Cortese. It'll be a great fight, a lot of punches, but he could beat a guy like that. And there are people out there that would continue, as they are now, to support him. He could have a legacy outside of Golovkin. It's not a legacy that us three might like, but other people seem to like it. Other people seem to think he's the face of boxing. I never said he was. Yeah, I've been saying that for over a year. Canelo's not the face of boxing, dog. It's in the air. I don't know who it's going to be, but it's not him. But, all in all, he could still have a backing after. Even if he doesn't fight Golovkin, he could still have a backing.
Yeah, and but that is the thing, but I feel like just like I was starting to get at too earlier was there's going to be a drop off where people are just going to be done. It's like, you're not about it. Like you just want money and easy fights.
Yeah.
So I'm done with that. So there's a
backlash
will come. The backlash will come.
What needs to happen is the only way Canelo's we're gonna start seeing a little bit something better from it and not him being such a fucking douche, is when there's another boxer that comes up that's making money, that's got the people, and Golovkin, he might be, but it's like when Canelo bases a lot of the pay-per-views because he feels like that's his leverage, and in a way, it kind of is, which I think is a stupid reason, but he knows that, and like to us Mexican fans, a lot of the reason why we don't like him is because, like, dude, you're the first Mexican that ever did this. I mean, maybe we're being ignorant and arrogant for thinking like this, but we're not used to a fighter doing shit like what he did, So that's gonna really kind of tarnish his legacy. Because if he does that, his fans, a lot of them are gonna talk shit. A lot of them are gonna defend him. But like Chavez Jr., Chavez Sr., fight a Mexican that is real Mexican that talks shit about him. You see what I'm saying? And Canelo, if you don't fight Golovkin or you don't fight the fights that the fans are expecting him to make, it's like half of Mexico is gonna like you, the other half is gonna talk shit because you dug these guys. Like when Margarito fought Canelo's brother right there in Tijuana, they were screaming like, "Oh, pelea con Golovkin, fight Golovkin. But it's,
Yeah.
so I'm like, damn, right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be kind of hard. So I feel like it's basically what Canelo wants, and I feel like he's gonna go after the money and say fuck the legacy.
And you gotta assume this is the reason why this fight is even taking place in the like at all. Is a way for Canelo to try to win over some of these Mexican fans somehow with.
Well, at the same time, let's call it what it is. Maybe for Chavez Jr., this is a legacy fight. Maybe for him it is. But for Canelo, I don't look at it that way. I don't think Canelo's concerned with at all. Like, but maybe on Chavez end, it's a legacy fight. But for Canelo, it's still interpreted by many as a lighter touch. Maybe not everybody, but by many. Like there's other fights you could have had. You skipped the whole division. You skipped
No, I mean, no, look, I believe even Chavez knows that. I mean, there's one of the headlines. He says where he also said it in the face-off with Max Kellerman was that he chose me because he thinks I'm easier than Golovkin.
Yeah, and that's true. That is true. And one thing that surprises me that I've been seeing a lot on social media, I don't know if it's true or it's just people put a picture of a fucking fighter and like, oh, he's gonna win. He's gonna win. But it's like within like a lot of the shit that I've been hearing from different like a lot of people got Canelo, but it's not that many that say like that. A lot of them are going towards Chavez Jr. too. So that's what like, man, it's just I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's strange how that happened because it became
Chavez to win.
Yeah,
they wanted to win.
That's what it is. It's funny because that's what I was kind of getting at because it's the moment this was announced, it was. Oh man, light touch. Here we go again. Another light touch. And then honestly, progressively, just the way typical boxing promotion does, some of us feed into it a little bit. We see like, oh, okay, Camp looks good. He looks focused. Okay, whatever. Yeah. And then you were right all along from the very beginning because the same event happens.
So you just saw Saturday, basically. You just saw Saturday. He just seen the shit like, dog, I watched the fight already.
Or he's like, okay, oh shit. Just as I was talking through that, I saw the fight. And it oh man. So I mean that's
look, Garcia, look at all the Mexican fighters or the Mexican American fighters that are out there. None of these guys. Hello, dog. Like none of these guys. And Canelo doesn't have a strong enough backing to change the Mexican public's mind because there is a lot of legacy associated when it comes to Mexican boxing. They're not going to start changing their minds just because of Canelo's redhead ass. Like, no, dog, get out of here. We know what you're doing.
and that's what I'm saying. Maybe like us as fans, like me, being Mexican, maybe I should, maybe let the man get his money. But I mean, like something that we never seen, so we're not used to. So. But like for somebody to transition from one, like if you work a job and you work first shift, but then the next day you're like, all right, you're coming in tonight at 10 o'clock at night. Like what the fuck? Like it's gonna be hard to transition, and it's like at the moment I don't see myself doing that because I'm not used to that. That's not what I grew up watching. So you're gonna come on with your little bullshit. And the thing is, I know there's a lot of people that feel like me, but there's also a lot of people that feel the opposite way. Which at the end of the day, everybody got their opinion. But to me. It's some bitch shit because I see it is, dude, you're already making your good money. So not that you're getting something.
It's some bitch shit because Canelo is on right now saying that Mauricio Suleiman applied too much pressure. And that's why I gave up. Bullshit, dog. He gave you what you wanted. He gave you an interim fight. You asked for an interim fight. He gave you an interim fight. And you're still saying that he's applying pressure after that. It's like, dog, if that was the IBF, you wouldn't even got the chance to vacate. They'd have stripped you. They would.
Yup.
Like, oh no, I want an interim. Like, no interim. You gotta fight Golovkin now. That was the deal. So you gonna fight him or not? Because if you ain't gonna fight him, give us our belt. Give us our belt, and you can go fight whoever the fuck you want to fight.
Yeah, and that's what basically that's what started the whole fucking beef between Canelo and the WBC. That's why I don't follow WBC. But that's when I think Canelo, like, man, you petty, and especially after you brought the man up to the ring. You said you would put your like basically you're just fucking pumping us up. That day I was watching both of the fights. I even lost $100 because I said that Khan was gonna make it past the 6, and he fucking didn't. So, but after he won, I was happy as shit because of what he was saying. I was fucking pumped. But now it's like, man, you go do like,
Yeah, and you know
then
what?
you go
That's the
fucking
funniest. That was the funniest thing about that was just to see how gassed up so many people
like,
were
man, he
about
sold
that.
me. He sold like I
Like
feel like he like
because I
fake
saw
news.
that. Like it's like I saw that, and like the thing is, what made it corny for me is because he said the same shit the fight before. Right after he said,
Yup.
so what do you think about Max Allen? What do you think about a possible fight with Gennady Golovkin? I think everybody would like to see that. The crowd's cheering and shit. Well, what do you think about a fight with Gennady Golovkin? I'm ready to put the gloves back on right now. Yeah, we can
Yup.
do it. We could. Yeah.
Look,
He
no,
said that.
I said
So then,
for the non-fight, they're just using the hype around the Golovkin fight to sell more Canelo fights. They want to sell you Canelo versus fucking Traffic if they can. Like, nah, bro. I know what y'all doing. I know what y'all doing. But all in all, Canelo, even though I think he has the potential to be something, even now I think he does. But you are not that big of a talent to go against Mexican boxing. It has much tradition. You're not the guy that's going to carry Mexican boxing into the millennium where it's okay to drop a title after you done talked all that shit. Not as
Yeah.
business.
Like you're making us fucking look bad, man. Like this motherfucker just makes us look bad. Like fuck.
and the worst thing about Canelo, and I feel like with the Mexican fan base, and Nico, you can correct me if I'm wrong. It just seems like he has no code.
No,
Like
exactly.
he doesn't have like the code, like they're just a guideline to go by, man. It's just like
You know what?
boy
Yeah,
shit after fuckboy shit.
that's the point. And us like as fans, we rather you fucking you take the fight with Golovkin, but you lose, but you go out on your shield. You're still gonna make your millions. But
Yeah,
you're
man.
gonna have
It's
the
like they
fans,
fear.
Like he gave us a good fight, and at the end he lost. But when you avoid somebody, like fuck, wait, what the fuck just happened? I'm not used to this shit.
And what makes it worse is that his his promoter is a prime example of that. Of losing doesn't kill you. This guy,
Oscar,
like come on.
Oscar didn't duck anybody. Oscar didn't duck anybody. And you might not like Oscar, and you might not like fishnets or cocaine or hookers. You might not like none of that shit. But if we're gonna talk about boxing, Oscar didn't duck nobody.
Nah, he didn't. No.
He didn't duck nobody.
And he still made money. He was still able to make money off the fights he lost.
But you know what? I think that's the mistake that Oscar, he's maybe trying to get Canelo to learn. Like, man, dude, maybe he shouldn't go the route either. Because I made money, but fuck,
But it doesn't make sense because look at where he is. So what? How is it a bad blueprint? Like, what does it mean? It doesn't make any sense.
That's true. I mean, Oscar's no worse for wear because of the business decisions that he made as a boxer. If anything, he's in a better position because of it.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Well, I don't get it.
People weren't sitting around saying things about Canelo that they weren't saying that about Oscar. Oscar's scared. Oh, Oscar's a bitch. Oh, Oscar gave that guy. No, you didn't have to say that. You might say Oscar was robbed in the Trinidad fight. You might say that, but you're not gonna say, oh yeah, Oscar's a bitch. For as much as I don't like Oscar De La Hoya, he ain't no bitch. He might have stockings on. He still ain't a bitch.
No.
Still ain't a bitch. He's weird. Maybe
he's a fucking liar. But
he's a liar. He's gay, but he ain't no bitch. He'll fuck you up. I'd bet on Oscar De La Hoya to beat 90% of welterweights today. Bring back that old Oscar. He beat the shit out half the division today.
You think he beat Danny Garcia right now?
Yeah, easily.
Right now?
Easily. Wait, right now?
Yeah.
Oscar with the high.
Right now. With the 8 ball.
With an 8 ball, he can do it.
8 ball.
With an 8 ball in a good
8 ball
camp,
Oscar.
8 ball in a good camp, he could do it. He could do it. He beat Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was an impressive victory. That circus shit. Oh, man. So, I mean, did we touch base with this about everything? I mean, what are we missing other than predictions, I think?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, late. Do I think this will be a late stop? I mean, Yeah, it's hard because I just don't think much of
You know
Chavez.
what?
I never have.
This is a like maybe I was wording it wrong earlier, but all I know is that for this fight, I feel like we're gonna see the most motivated. I don't want to see even say focus because then they're gonna say focus Broner and shit. But the most motivated, the best Chavez that we've seen.
Focus
That I
Chavez,
know that
yeah.
basically he's gonna go balls deep. He knows that this is this. This makes him or breaks him because you could only co-tell your daddy's name for so long, but they know that this fight you have been for the past 5 years. Fucking your career's been shitty. So this is your chance. You know what I'm saying, man? If Chavez Jr. wins, they need to fucking make a movie about that man right there. That's a fucking movie
Maybe,
right there.
but maybe, but it's too late for Chavez Jr. to not be Marvin Frazier. You're not your dad, and you're
Yeah.
not just gonna be your dad for this fight. You're not him. If you were gonna be you, you would have been you a while ago. Floyd Mayweather didn't turn out to be his dad. He turned out to be better than his dad.
Yeah.
We found that out early. So
and there's people that were trying to, give the comparison where it's like, well, Klitschko wasn't seen like for last week. He wasn't deemed to do really well in this fight, and he turned out to do pretty well. Well, in this instance, he had something to go back to. There was a reference point of his skill and what we know he could do. We know that
Yup.
if a good Klitschko showed up, he would be right. I can't even say the best Chavez I know could get this done. And even if he does show up, I'm not even sure if he wins. It might be close.
Look, let's just be honest. There are even question marks over the best Chavez that we saw, because the best Chavez that we saw arguably was, I think, against Andy Lee.
Yeah.
There was some controversy. A lot of people don't remember, but I think it was Manny Stewart that he smelled something fishy going on. Peds? What? Huh?
Shit.
I don't know, man.
The only reason that I don't touch on it more is because it's all obscure. Chavez never tested positive at any. Honestly, he's never. You can't point a finger at a guy who, for all intents and purposes, is innocent. But I'm just saying that if that's the best Chavez that we saw, and that was with Andy Lee, and there was some controversy, it's just all right. Then, other than that fight, then what's my reference point? Did Chavez ever look like that against anybody else? You could say Marco Reyes, but Marco Reyes ain't no motherfucking Canelo Alvarez.
Fuck no. No. The only thing, that's like me and shit. Sometimes the only thing I be having flashbacks of that 12th round with Martinez. I'm like, maybe this one. But I'm shooting high up here, man. I think, so I mean
but think about that, Nico. That was actually a point to reference of one good moment or one good round he had in a shitty fight. An overall shitty performance. So that's the reference point. Like that's how low the bar is.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing too. Like that fight too. Mostly, and like most of the fights I've seen, it's like fucking every time like a fighter he's losing. Basically, he got scored the whole 11 rounds, but then for him to come out in that 12th round, something. But maybe I'm being a little optimistic, or I want to see more than there is to see. I bet.
You're absolutely right, though. I mean, you're pretty much the rest of the boxing public that is tired of Canelo Alvarez's shit and hopes that it backfires on him one day.
That's a big factor too. That's a big factor. That's a factor too. That's the main one too. Why I kind of bet it.
Stop. I'm driving to his house right now. I'm gonna stop him. Punch him in the leg.
It's come to a point where we're just hoping that one of these moments just backfire on his ass.
Yeah, like God, yeah, I do, and honestly, that's when I'm being optimistic. I mean, if I be honest with myself, I'm not gonna say if I had to put money because I already fucked that one up. But anyway, so I don't got no reason but to be optimistic. I was like, well, fuck it. I mean, I know I'm not saying oh no, or I'm not trying to justify anything, because I know that everything that's coming out here is the truth. But maybe I'm basically going mostly off of this camp, and that's me being optimistic.
Nico, I'm with you. I'm gonna make my eyes wide as shit, like I'm on PCP and root for Chavez. Go for the upset. Boxing loves upset. Look at Joe Smith.
Yeah.
He's Joe Smith Jr. off of an upset. So fuck it, man. Let's go, Chavez.
Yeah, let's go.
Fuck it, let's go.
JCC. All right,
Hey,
so
that would be some shit.
all right, so with that being said, even though
If you win.
I'm still thinking Canelo Alvarez is gonna. I'm picking Canelo Alvarez by
I know.
TKO in the 11th round.
I don't want Nico to lose no money, man. But
I fuck
I
my.
don't want him to lose no money.
Exactly. Thanks a lot. See, that's being supportive right there. Fucking. George.
I mean,
that's
listen.
That's
Listen, that doesn't mean I don't want it. Look, I want to be wrong in this instance. I hope that I'm saying the reverse. I hope it's Chavez Jr. that scores the TKO in the 11th round.
Back to Ring IQ and talk shit to Steve till he disappears.
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh shit.
Bo Bland is in the building. Truth and facts.
Hello, bro.
Truth and facts about boxing is in the building.
Hello, bro. Where have you been?
I'm gonna tell y'all the real reason why I'm leaving Ring IQ.
Why you leaving Ring
It's
IQ?
become indicative of the opportunity of the asinine and pretentious conductive statement that's been going on about me.
Look, man, I'm 34 years old. I gotta use big words sometimes. Okay? I'm 34.
That motherfucker, I'm almost 50. I need Viagra for big words, goddammit.
Damn.
Oh, man.
What up, Nico?
I like you
What up?
words, man. I'm trying to be the next Jim Lampley. I want to be Jim Lampley.
Bang,
I'm
bang,
gonna punch
bang.
my wife in the stomach. Big word. But nah, man. Look, all in all, my heart is with Chavez. I wish him nothing but the best. But I'm not dumb, and I can't put my credibility on the line for Chavez. All I could do is wish him the best, the same way I wished Gabe Rosado the best ahead of the Willie Monroe fight. That's all I can do.
Damn.
You know,
That's
don't-
all I
Damn, all you just had to drop the
And I'm
Rosado.
being being honest too. The reason why I just went 100 with that is one motherfuckers really baiting me and talking shit, but I did have $100 in my PayPal account that I had won from previous bets. I'm like, man, well, fuck. I mean, I've been having that shit there for like a fucking year already.
Hold on for a second. Man. Hold on, Nico. Say that a little louder. I'm pressing record. I'm gonna send this to your wife.
No, fuck that. You know, it's allowed, bro.
I mean, look, not a lot. It's not a lot to lose. It's not. I think the most I ever betted on a fight was $300. I think. You know what I mean? I don't bet too much. It depends on who it is, and it depends on who they fight. $100 is not a lot to lose. You know, and all in all, if you really hate Canelo Alvarez as much as we do,
fuck him. $100 is worth it. Goddammit. That's what I'm going by.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck
It's
Canelo.
like, I'm willing to pay $100 to hope I get rich.
Yeah, you know that's why. So I fuck him. It's worth it. Man, you know what? If 100 ain't gonna make me or break me, then it shouldn't matter for motherfuckers I spend my money on. I know the reality, but I'm like, fuck Canelo, so it's worth it. $100 just fucking bet against him.
Exactly. When we look back, that's how much I hated Canelo. I was willing to lose money just to fucking bet against that bastard. Right? He's fucking it up. He's fucking it up.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you something. I said this in the admin chat. If Canelo is the face of boxing, then boxing is in trouble. Here comes Anthony Joshua to say,
Thank God.
Y'all think you guys think the fix is in?
What happened?
the fix?
Yeah, y'all think the fix is in? Like, do y'all think in order for Chavez to win, he has to knock Canelo out?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
that
I
I'm
mean,
thinking
let's
about it,
call
yeah,
it-
absolutely no.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, this guy scored 115, 113 against Mayweather.
Look, he can
Get the fuck out of here.
Canelo in the chest. He can walk in the ring and shoot Canelo in the chest and still be down on the okay?
Unanimous decision.
He's gonna have to put that man in the ground. All right? So yeah, the fix is in, man. Tell my Oscar De La Coca, man. He got all types of coke.
Got that
Motherfucker got
for
the
days.
juice, man. He got the juice now.
Yeah, he does. He does. He got serious juice. Anytime, dog. Anytime you can tell the public, I'm not answering no question about racist emails, and then you ask and you have a motherfucker escorted out the building and nobody say nothing. That's juice to the motherfucker.
That is juice because Bernard Hopkins didn't even address the shit. So you know he got
No, fuck no.
Yep, and he zipped his
he's
ass up.
He's the most outspoken
He
motherfucker.
zipped his
ever
ass up. He
Any
zipped
other
him
time,
up.
Bernard Hopkins will hit you with a textbook worth of motherfucking quotes and dialogue. When it came to that, he didn't say shit.
That
He
was
didn't
the
say
most
peep.
quiet and subtle exit of a damn topic if I ever seen one. That man was smooth like.
He slid away from that topic the way he slid out of the ring in the Smith fight.
I'm about to say that. That's what Bernard probably was like. Not about to, no, let's talk about Jay Smith pushing me out the ring. Let's talk about
yeah, sorry, it took me a minute to even hear that, but
Yeah, no, he pulled that one out of his ass, man. That made him look bad. He just went out like, that's your last fight and you're gonna go out like that? Like, come on, man.
they like squeezed out them
ropes.
ropes.
Out of that topic. He left the ring like, nah, I'm not fucking.
Fucking land on his head and hurt his ankle. How that?
Wait a minute, dog. That motherfucker.
He landed on his head and hurt his ankle.
When he landed,
you know you're old. You know you're old when you fall on when you fall on one body part and hurt the other.
Dog,
You fall on your ass like, oh, my forehead.
To show you how empty now Bernard Hopkins was. When he hit the ground, he was waving. He pushed me. He was on the ground.
He didn't push you. The punch pushed you. The punch pushed you. Because I saw a punch. I don't know what Bernard saw. His eyes might be bad. He's kind of old.
I mean, it was so much shit he was grasping for. It was his ankle. He got pushed. Like he made the count. I mean, it was just so much dumb excuse shit, man. So I mean, considering that this outspoken guy couldn't even speak up, couldn't say shit about an email. The biggest story that ran for damn near 48 hours.
Right, yeah, and that's the thing. The media blackout revolving. Let's focus on Angel Garcia because he never says anything crazy. So if he says something crazy, we gotta cover it. This is crazy. Angel Garcia said something stupid. Oh my god.
Oh, it's because it's not like we've been sitting here waiting for it the whole time.
I've had an argument with people, and I said, listen, it wasn't the N word that pissed Keith Thurman. It was the bitch ass. That's what made Thurman mad. Because that's hood shit right there.
He's got a Steven Seagal ponytail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You over there playing a kazoo in the park and you got a ponytail, people are gonna talk about it. Okay?
That's why I made that post, man, after that fight. I said now Angel can go ahead and say he lost a ponytail.
Word. Like shit. Like
but that's the thing everybody gotta understand. It was the bitch ass that made Keith Thurman mad because that's hood shit. That's the fighting work.
Yeah. And that's a reference to the ponytail.
Right.
So,
exactly.
Because you know he got to put it in a bun before the fight. You got to do the same thing your girl did before she cut you off. You got to put it in a bun.
You got it.
It's true.
When your girl joint about to top you off, what's she about to do? She about to put her hand in the ponytail. Fight.
She about to give you some mean talk. What's she about to do?
She grabbed that rubber band, put that motherfucker around her hand.
Keith Thurman be in the dressing room like, yo, pass me my scrunchie.
Nah, both of them.
Pass me my
Two scrunchies.
Give me my shower cap. Give me my shower cap.
Right. You know he probably got one too. That's the worst part. He probably got one.
Oh man, sleeping with rollers and shit.
Right, hell yeah.
Big perm style.
Consider that. Keith Thurman probably be in camp with the shower cap on. Chill.
Oh shit. Chill. Got the headgear on with the shower cap under it.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Damn, dog.
What the fuck?
Because Keith Thurman gonna hit his shit, man. He don't want to whoop our ass.
I'm never
Hell
doing
no,
your
y'all fucking
podcast
wild.
ever, dog. I'm never doing your podcast ever.
Oh,
Y'all
shit.
disrespected me. Never.
All you gotta do, man. All you gotta do is all you gotta do is say, "Come here, Keith. I'm sorry." They send him some S curl juice and some hypo glow. He'll do your show, man. He'll be good. He'll be all right.
Just let your soul.
Oh shit!
This fight, though, you know what?
That ponytail is always wet, though. Pause.
No, he got to stop though, because Keith Thurman really don't get enough respect, and I'm tired. Like he really does deserve respect, and he don't get it. He's always overshadowed by some. Like right now, it's still Manny Pacquiao in contention as the best at 147. If it's
That's
not
why
him,
I find it so funny, man. That's why Pacquiao at this point in time, like, do you, man?
he's like the
But
Rodney
how are you?
but he's like the Rodney Dangerfield at 147. He cannot.
I'm about to say that because
respect.
how is Manny Pacquiao the number one welterweight with Jesse Vargas and Jeff Horn? Like,
No. See, I'm not saying that. Bo. I'm not saying.
no, I know that's not true. That's ESPN. Then Raphael got him listed as that.
Yeah. It's like, and they're using Manny's body of work, and I understand that Manny's a very accomplished fighter, but that doesn't make him the best in the division. Might make him the best pound for pound fighter, maybe, if you think about it in that context as far as body of work. But you're not you're not the best guy at 147. That guy over there.
I mean, but that's true in any statement when a guy moves up who's popular at the moment. Like he can move up in weight and all of a sudden be ranked number 3 in the next division, even though he fought no one in there. So I mean,
well, that's what they're doing with Charlo. He's ranked number 2.
Woo, dog. Woo, dog. You got a rise out of me when you said that one. Didn't that shit make you mad when you had motherfuckers saying, "Oh, Charlo could beat Daniel Jacobs"? Huh?
Yeah.
He ain't fought at 160.
That shit blew my mind. Like, dog, like this ain't Julian Williams he's fighting, dog. This guy got Peter Quillen out of there in 1 round. Pump the brakes. Charlo ain't even fought nobody at 160 yet. How do you figure he's gonna beat Daniel Jacobs?
That got me. When I heard somebody say, they said, "Oh man, Charlo, he could beat Daniel Jacobs." I mean, when you think about what the fuck is he did at 160?
What the fuck are you thinking about? That you gotta beat Jacobs.
Right, you gotta beat Daniel Jacobs, who just went balls to walls with Gennady Golovkin. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, man,
It's madness, man. They were saying the same thing after the DeGale and Jack fight. Because, Jack vacated right after that. Now he's top ranked at 175. Hadn't fought a soul. But whatever. That's how it go. Ain't the first time. It won't be the last. That's how it go.
Yep. Bandu Jack could beat Adonis Stevens. No, he got to fight somebody first, y'all.
Oh, hell no.
You got to fight somebody first, y'all.
Can he fight Joe Smith Jr.? Can he fight a Sean Monaghan at least before we say he's the best at, you beat shit out of that guy. All right. Yeah, I encourage you to bet against me. That's all I got. That's honestly how I be making money off of making these bets. Like, all right, he's the best, you said? Okay. Some money up.
Shit, you gave him too much. I don't think Bandu Jack can get past Nathan Cleverly because of their work rate.
Oh no.
Yeah, Bandu Jack he always has a slow start. That's his problem. He always has a slow start. Yeah. That might work against DeGale, who tends to fade in the later rounds, but Nathan Cleverly ain't James DeGale. No.
I'm just like, all right, man, y'all, they be dude, like I said, man, some of the things in the room I be seeing, I be like, all right, man, I try my best just to gloss over shit. I'd be like, you know what, man, let me go get a sip of some yak and act like I didn't see this shit.
Yak.
That's why we got the Ring IQ purge. That's what it's for. That's what that's for.
Purge is here.
Purge.
Well, I just know the only thing about the purge is you're gonna get a lot of cry wolves, motherfuckers.
You're gonna be I'm get ready to check your DMs. Be like, yo, man, what happened?
Well,
yo,
you know how the
I didn't even
works.
say anything. He started it.
If you make a statement, not a question, not a belief, not a rhetoric, but a statement. If you make a statement that is too asinine and you can't defend it, you're going to get purged because you should know better. This is ring IQ. This ain't fucking ring contention, ring belief. This is ring IQ. I'm asking
Ring
you
contenders.
what you know. I'm asking you what you know, not what you believe. You can tell me about what you believe. Just make sure you tell me that that's what you believe.
Right.
Not what you know.
And
I asked some fuckface. He says Mayweather cheated. So I asked him, okay, so show me the article where they detail the positive test. He brings me a Thomas Hauser article. I'm like, well, I got an LA Times article here dispelling that. So show me where he cheated. He brings me another copy and paste from the Thomas Hauser article. Like, all right, last time, show me where he cheated. If he cheated, you should be able to tell me what he used, what does it do, and when did they catch him. If you can't tell me that, then don't tell me that he cheated. He said, Mayweather cheated, period. I say, goodbye.
I mean, it just happened, dude.
Yeah.
It just happened.
Man, listen, I just told somebody because I did the video live this morning, and he drops the N-word. He said, what's this stuff, N-word, Bo? And I said, yeah, all right, you know what? Pull your string on the way out, motherfucker. Pull the string on the way out, motherfucker.
Hell no.
I said, shit. At 10,000 feet, make sure you pull that string, okay?
Oh, shit.
Pack a parachute. I hope you pack your parachute.
The goals on these people, man.
Yeah, because it's not hard to tell me. There was another guy yesterday, and he was saying that he said it. He said that he felt Ali cheated, that he avoided the rematch.
What in the fuck?
Yeah, no, with George Foreman, yeah. And he detailed it based on George Foreman's own testimony on the Behringer interview. That's what he said. He had a base for what he believed.
Yeah.
But he made sure to say that that's what he believed. If you believe it, I can't stop you from believing some shit, but I can stop you from fucking lying. I can stop you from doing that. Don't tell me that the guy cheated, but you can't tell me how he cheated. Bottom line, you need proof. This is ring IQ, not ring belief, not ring kinda sorta, not
ring theory. Ring theory.
Was it ring kinda sorta? He said ring kinda sorta. Well, maybe I think yeah, okay. Well, you know, if you remove this word and that word, just remove your ass from the group.
How about you remove your ass?
How about remove your ass from the group? It's
motherfucking ring, kind of. If you slow it down and you just watch the fight in slow motion, watch the fight in slow motion.
Now, I wanted to ask this real quick before I wrap things up, because, and I guess I will start with Nico on it, is because there was a point in time where I got fed up with boxing for about like a year or two. I think I probably just didn't even watch any fights, and this was around the time, probably I think it was after Cotto and Pacquiao, and it was again the fight between Mayweather just didn't happen, and I was just fed up. I was like, you know what, all right, I got my own shit to do, you know. And I can't even remember what was going on there. Oh yeah, I had just graduated around that time, but yeah, so wasn't really paying attention to it, but apparently, in the way they're trying to phrase it in that face-off, how they started it out was, you know, he asked Canelo about a point in time if Chavez Jr., you know, did he represent Mexico well as you know, their star at a point in time? And my question at that, watching that, was, well, when the hell was Chavez Jr. considered their number one guy? Was he ever really considered that? Was there a moment that happened?
That was
I
at
don't
the
recall
point when he picked up the WBC. Let me see. So when he got the WBC strap at 160, and Kim and Canelo were like at the same pace. But after a while, Chavez Jr.'s fucking inefficiency to fucking work out, laziness, and basically not giving a fuck cost him. And Canelo, that's one thing I don't like the motherfucker, but he's dedicated. You know.
So that's it. Was the number one Mexican fighter for all of 12 seconds. Those 12 seconds, he was number one. And then people remembered, this is Chavez Jr.
So they're
Mike
real,
Bush
like,
gets
so I mean, what I'm if anyone was just to sum up this podcast is, you know, we're really, really, really hoping
shooting for stars.
Chavez Jr. wins, but
fuck, man,
it's gonna be motherfucking Canelo.
Change the caption of the podcast. I want Chavez to win, but fuck.
But fuck
Canelo.
But fucking Canelo.
Fuck Canelo.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? To me, honestly, look, I can tell you one thing. For whatever long the fight lasts, it's gonna be a good fight. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking buying it. You know, it's mostly like a fucking thing that we do.
I respect that shit because you got a lot of guys on Ring IQ that don't buy no fucking fights. I'm telling you right now, I'm not buying this fight. I'm not gonna buy this.
Oh yeah, I'm not buying this fight, but I've already bought two fights already.
This ain't the fight that I would buy, but I buy fights. So don't sit here and argue with me about pay-per-view numbers and you don't buy shit. You don't fucking buy shit. What the fuck are you worried about pay-per-view numbers for when you want to cruise you out?
Talking about their fighters' money, and they ain't even like, like, all right, are you what are you chipping in?
You're petitioning Daniel Jacobs to get more than you're petitioning for Daniel Jacobs to get 40%, but when the pay-per-view rolls around, you don't buy the fucking man. If you don't get the fuck,
that's being hypocrite from fans. That's just like a slap in the fucking face, being a fucking hypocrite.
Well, but just to be clear, I want to make sure I'm not going on to any type of moral hierarchy on you guys. Like but I'm not buying it, but I am going to be watching it somehow. I haven't figured it out yet.
I
know where I'm gonna be watching it on the Juani Cruzial.
Well, he just muted himself.
Okay.
On the Juan Cruz Dream Stream.
I'm gonna be honest. I will put a live man, but I'm gonna by the Matisse fight, I'm gonna be fucked up.
Yo, man, man, you gonna be sharing the love for the homies, man? Are you gonna be recording?
It depends how drunk I am.
Well, man, depends on a steady hand. I need a steady hand, man. Pause.
We already had one occurrence of Nico drunk on the camera. It was not good.
Oh man, man, fuck it. I forgot to delete that shit too. Like,
yo, that was the best fucking answer though. It depends how drunk I am. If I'm level 3 drunk, I don't know.
Right.
1 through 2 is good money.
If I'm not, if I'm not in, I think I can.
That's one thing. I'm not gonna, cause I thought about it too. My girl's like, man, don't start getting fucked up too soon, cause you don't want to fall asleep during them. Like, nah, but like, fuck with my luck. Like, nah, fuck that. Like, you know what? You're right.
Where's the fight even taking place at? Is the fight in Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay.
MGM or no, T-Mobile.
Hey, bro, if you ain't got shit going on, man, stop by.
Oh yeah, man. But hey, look. I'm half Latino, but I need some fucking chicken. I don't give a fuck how y'all make that motherfucker. You put it in a burrito, but I want me some goddamn chicken.
Yeah, actually sounds kind of good, man. Chicken burrito. Now I'm fucking hungry, man.
Yeah. It started. The munchies started kicking in. I knew it.
Yep.
So chicken.
I guess.
And a slice of watermelon. Goddamn it! I don't give a fuck.
Come on, man. You gonna be that guy?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You gonna be that guy who's like, you know what, man? I'm gonna bring the whole motherfucking thing. You come with the whole thing.
Don't let racism sour you to watermelon. There's nothing.
No shit.
Fucking watermelon.
Hey, listen. Let me tell you something. I told somebody this. When somebody said, "Is it racist to say all black people love chicken?" I said, "No, that is a fact. God damn it, ain't shit racist about that. Shit is a goddamn fact. Shit. Why you think we got high blood pressure?"
Right. I'm just saying, man, who doesn't like chicken though, man? Like that's the thing. Who doesn't like chicken?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Everybody loves chicken.
I don't love chicken. I don't love chicken. I ain't going for it.
I mean, love it, but I mean, like, when you in a mood for it, you're in the mood for it.
I'll say I love fried chicken. Not just chicken, but fried chicken. If it's fried chicken, I love it. If it's just regular old chicken, give me a pork chop. I'll take a pork chop over stewed chicken, steamed chicken.
And that's another thing. Black folks be killing me, telling me something. Don't eat pork. As good as the pig that been our ass. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. The fuck.
What is wrong with y'all?
Man, Bo
well,
trying
Jesus
to kill.
said, don't
Bo
eat
trying
pork.
Bo trying to mass murder black folks like the PD out here.
Jesus said, he's stupid as fuck. People kill me.
Trying to pass out blood. Trying to pass out high blood pressure ingredients.
You know how black folks are. Jesus said, "Don't eat swine." Yeah, the motherfucker also said I can ask for forgiveness. Shit.
Right. So forgive me for this pork chop.
Right. Yeah. But no, this fight though. How many pay-per-view sales y'all think this fight will do?
600K.
That sounds about right.
Now, if it does 600K from a money aspect, it will be on the same level with Joshua Klitschko. So would that mean that, because there's an argument is,
I know what you're getting at.
Yeah, who's the face of boxing?
Let's put it this way. Let's be honest. Anthony Joshua is only 19-0, and he's already touted as being the guy who's going to take over boxing. So I would say on a long enough timeline, the real face of boxing might fuck around and be Anthony Joshua.
And they're both pretty much the same age.
Yeah, exactly. They're the same age, so that's kind of a close one.
Yeah. If Joshua keep doing shit like he did on Saturday,
yeah,
you can't complain about that guy. He's only 19-0. Okay.
Exactly. And like for us, man, that's exactly what we expect from Canelo. That's exactly somebody like Josh, young kid, up and coming, just taking on the fucking world, grabbing the fucking world by the balls and shit. That's what we expect. And we see Joshua like, man, he's doing this thing to me. I like Joshua, and I'll be honest, they call me a fucking hater, but I hope he fucking becomes the face of boxing.
That don't make you a hater, man.
No, because fuck Canelo, that's why.
Yeah, no, that don't make it. But you know, see, the bad thing about Canelo was when he fought Floyd, and even in defeat, his popularity increased tenfold in defeat. But
he fought him.
Right, but that situation, and then when Adesanya Lauder confronted him, the master boxer.
Don't even start that shit right now.
But when Adesanya Lauder confronted him, Canelo was like, "No, I want Lauder. I want him right now." And he did that. His popularity increased, man. But that dropped.
Look what he did after.
Yeah.
Like fuck, man, he goes up to 2-3 good fights, because that's what I give him credit for. To be honest, only fights that I can say, like, you know what, he took him. The Floyd fight, I mean, I think it was more of a lucrative move for him. But even, you fought Floyd, but I really can't give you credit, but I can give him credit for Cotto, Trout, and because he fought Lara, because Lara called him out, like, man, he fought him.
Angulo too. It's not that Angulo's so great when he fought him that I give him credit for Angulo. He fought Angulo when it mattered, so I give him credit for that.
I was disappointed in Angulo in that one. I was rooting for him because I thought he was gonna put. It's just like how he didn't throw punches, but you know what? Yeah, at the end of the day, that's something that I could give him credit because Canelo went and did his thing, But Angulo, that was kind of a disappointment. I didn't see the same Angulo that we usually see, just coming straight. He was fucking barely throwing. But that's all on Angulo though, so I can't knock Canelo for that one too.
Yeah, because it's not necessarily Angulo's fault. Well, it's not Canelo's fault that Angulo fought that fight. But what you could say is Canelo fought him at a good time. So all in all, I give him credit for Angulo. I even give him credit for Liam Smith.
So
even though the Duck, he was undefeated, he was a champion. I have to give him the same respect that I would give Deontay Wilder for beating Romain Stavern. You ain't really been a champion that long. You really got an opportunity belt. You was just at the right place at the right time.
At the right time.
But I give him credit for that.
Yeah, that's all right. I guess you could say 5.
So, Nico, are you saying that the same Angulo you saw before wasn't the same Angulo that fought Canelo?
Not the one that he went. Not the one that fought. Oh, not the one that fought Lara.
I know what you're doing. Fuck out of here. I know what you're doing. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to tell me about the 7 layers of Molina.
He'll never let it go. He'll never let you live it down.
7 layers of Eric Molina.
No, man. Hey, I like fucking. This is what I be trying to tell cats when we be in the room. they see us saying shit, they jump up and be like, man, dog, it's different with us. We know what the fuck. It's
like,
different. You
that's the funniest thing is like when it's crazy because now it's starting to.
That the Bo Eric Molina is a multi-dimensional fighter, and he couldn't act.
Hey, remember that movie with G.Alé, the one? That's Eric Molina, baby.
Oh shit! He just couldn't find that other gear. Eric Molina had an off night.
What were you about to say, George?
I forgot.
You were saying that's what's so crazy, though.
I forgot.
Oh.
That's what's crazy, though.
You two, yeah. No, but
that's what's crazy though. Is I forgot.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, even right now, the way we talk, and cats don't know. Like,
I know what I was gonna say. I'm sorry, I got to interrupt you. But what it was with the videos that we do back and forth on some of these on the pages is that like you see some of the comments, man. It's like, yeah, man, fuck Buante, man, fuck whatever he's saying, man. That's some bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like, whoa, yeah. I'm not saying, I'm not even.
Oh yeah,
it ain't even like that, dude.
It's out of control.
I'm just saying I disagree. Like, yeah, man, fuck Charles. They don't know shit about that. Like, what? Yo, no. No, not with that. We're not saying that.
Yeah,
man, motherfuckers get mad, man.
Oh, dude.
A video of some Canelo fans beating the shit out of a Golovkin fan. That shit was magnificent. I wish I was there. I wish I was there. We would have hashed that motherfucker out, man.
Wait. Hold on, Joe. You say you seen the shit out of some Canelo fans beating some Golovkin fans?
Hell, a Golovkin fan. It was two guys.
Oh, all right.
Two guys beating the shit out of him. They fucked him up real good. It was they fucked him up real good. But I wish I'd have helped him. Like, come on, man, it's Triple G. Triple G.
Fuck Canelo.
Yeah, man.
Well, it may be conceivable that the reason why the Canelo fans were beating the Triple G fan because the Triple G fan might have been standing next to Steve, so he was all alone in that
fight. Oh shit. Yo, man. Yo, Steve McCarthy is a trip, man. You can tell this guy word for word some shit. And he just, it's like, dog, like, don't you get it? Like, can't you understand, dog? Like, do I gotta make a fucking PowerPoint presentation?
PowerPoint presentation.
Break it down with the laser pointer. As you can see, here is where you fucked up.
You see this comment where you said this, and now you're telling me you said that? No.
This. It was at this moment when you said some bullshit.
Like, what the fuck are you arguing about, dog? I said they were gonna order the fight, and they fucking ordered the fight. You're still fucking arguing.
And you know that's we was talking about that on the podcast I was on before I came on here, and that was the fucked up. See, the IBF is just, you know, I've come to the conclusion, dog. They got this thing where if somebody beat Klitschko, they're like, fuck them. We don't want you holding this motherfucker, Mando, or give us our shit back.
It's like, you're not Vlad.
I mean, look, outside looking in, it might look that way if you just look at the Klitschko scenario, but they did the same thing to Fury, right? Okay, that's another Klitschko. Same thing to Jermaine Taylor, though, way back when he gave him a rematch. They did the same thing. They stripped him.
They sure did.
They're not trying to fuck you over by enforcing the mandatory. That is what they have always done characteristically. That after you get the title or whatever the case is, they're going to enforce the mandatory. The Klitschko fight that we just saw Anthony Joshua, that's voluntary. That was a voluntary. All right, now it's time to by your mandatory.
Yeah, but
there's nothing wrong with that.
But the thing I hate about it is they signed off on the rematch clause. That's the thing that make it look bad. They signed off on the rematch clause. And now when the guy injects why should the champion be punished because the challenger, the loser, wants to inject his rematch clause? That's not his fault.
That's what I'm going to say. Pulev has been the mandatory challenger since August 2016. When is that guy going to get his title shot. I'm not saying that, Pulev is going to beat Anthony Joshua. That's the fight that I want to see. But it's with respect to the fighter that works his way up the ranks. At what point is Pulev going to get his title shot? At what point is, say, Afton Dokidze via the WBO? They tried to fuck him over. I feel bad for Luis Ortiz because, he's the WBA #1 contender. He's supposed to get a shot at the title. At the end of the day, it's just about moving the ranks along properly. That guy's #1. Give him his title shot. Get him out of the way. Give him his title shot. That's all. I can't get mad at them for doing that.
Yeah, but it makes it hard to have a unification fight. That's it makes it hard to have one champion when you have something like that.
But isn't Anthony Joshua coming off of a unification fight? Didn't he just have?
He is. Yes, he is.
So you can't leave these guys in limbo that work their way up the rank. Like, where's my title shot? Who am I supposed to fight? I'm #1. Who am I supposed to fight? What, I gotta look down? Who am I supposed to fight? What's that fucking Manuel Char? Who the fuck am I supposed to fight? Like, have you seen who the guys in the IBF have top ranked in their top 10? I've never heard of some of these guys.
He just got through fighting Kevin Johnson. You know that 6'1" point guard. He's played for the Phoenix Suns.
Damn.
He got to fight that dude.
Shit.
Well, the IBF, the IBF though they got some good rules, and you can with the mandatory in particular, but the rankings is like fuck. Like, I guess you can have both, either one or the other.
But I mean, look,
that's one thing I noticed.
The guys in the IBF, one thing you can say is, those are guys that are fighting. They are fighting. These are guys that are fighting on a regular basis. So I can't knock them for moving those ranks along in that way. Like, you got to move them along. Otherwise, you end up with guys like Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders hasn't satisfied a mandatory yet since winning the title. And he's been the champion for like a year.
That motherfucker.
He fought nobody.
Dude,
it's either that. It's either you get a champion that has to satisfy mandatories in spite of other fights that you might want to see, or you get a guy like Billy Joe who doesn't fight nobody, and then when he does fight, he still ain't fighting nobody, and he almost loses the title. RBF is the reason we're getting Kell Brook versus Errol Spence. That don't make me mad at all.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It ain't like they letting shit go on with the WBC. Oh, I'm going to fight Joe Smith. No, you know what? I'm going to pay my mandatory step-aside money. I'm going to look at Sean Monahan. Oh, I changed my mind. I'm going to go to Florida.
Yeah, like, he played musical chairs with half of the guys in the top 10. He played musical chairs. Like, okay, so I'm not going to fight you. I'm going to fight the guy. No, I'm going to fight this guy that's from where you're from. No, I'm going to fight the guy you just knocked out 2 fights ago. That's what I'm
Man, not even going far, but he didn't even fight Rosado, Billy Joe.
Yeah, he didn't even fight Rosado, man.
Yeah, man. He bailed out on that shit, man. Like, you can't even.
Oh, really?
You weren't even in shape to take on Rosado.
Billy Joe turned down. He turned down Willie Monroe, Curtis Stevens, Daniel Jacobs, and Rosado. He turned all them down. And I think the Rosado fight was on the undercard of the Canelo fight, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It would have been a good chance for people to see Billy. That's why I was like, he don't want to fight nobody. When you turn down Gabe Rosado, you just don't want to fight nobody.
And your excuse for turning him down is, well, beating Gabe Rosado does nothing for my career.
So doing nothing for your career does something for your career now. So, okay, go figure. I don't know what the hell I don't even know what universe I'm in if that works out, but okay.
I know Gabe is an easy out, and this is a good fight. Going to get a lot of press, but let me just go over here and almost lose this title
to Wolverine, to Logan.
Yeah, to Wolverine. And his pork chop side.
And basically, and to me, he lost that.
Yeah, but they wasn't going to give it to him.
I know, but
they wasn't going to give it to him.
I mean, it was the one I actually scored, so I hardly score fights.
Billy Ho got some juice, man. He don't got a lot of juice, but he got like one of those 8 Tropicana's. He got a little bit of juice.
Man, he's just a middleweight version of fucking Tyson Fury.
That's except the fact he's not doing coke, but if he's hanging out with Tyson,
I mean, he's damn near there.
Yeah,
he's snorting cheeseburgers left and right, inhaling them motherfuckers. This dude looked like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Well,
When
you
I
know
saw
what?
him,
Well,
when
you
he
know what he's
started,
up to right now, right?
what happened?
You know, for that fight that he fought, where he fought that dude. What was that guy's name? The one he almost lost.
Yeah, he was like, no, he was like 100 and like 90 some pounds.
No, Billy Joe was 220 pounds.
220. I mean, that's
Good now.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ.
He was 200, and that's on good authority. I can tell you on good authority. Billy Ho was 220.
Holy shit. He's a
And
fucking
and he looked like a damn middle-aged woman when I saw him in them damn biker shorts running on that hill.
Oh
It's
shit.
like, what the fuck?
Well, you know, that's Billy O is another podcast.
Yeah,
No.
and I think we actually did one where I grilled his ass pretty good too. So
I hope Aftondale can beat him, but the way Aftondale was throwing them big ass left hooks, like you even Billy Ho, you can't do that to him.
No, you can't. Billy Ho got some good skills.
Well, he looked like shit last time, though, man. So if he's gonna come in like the same way, like fuck.
No, I mean, yeah. Remember, he said even like, yeah, I know I look like shit. I was supposed to come out here and call out Golovkin, but I'm not even gonna do that because I remember he was like, "Yo, I look like ass." Like I'm not even gonna call him out. I'm not.
Motherfucker had to apologize after.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to watch this. My fault, y'all.
My bad, y'all.
Do it. I ain't even gonna do it. Like, word.
Like,
that's how bad you look. Like,
right? It was so bad that they were like, "Well, gee, maybe Eubank Jr. next. I don't know. Maybe a touch up first. Like this was the touch up. You don't.
This is how bad
was the touch up.
This is how bad you know when a fight is. When the loudest cheer in your fight is when you grab the sick kid out the crowd and held him up. That's when you know your shit is bad, dog.
Yeah, it's like enough about my fight. This kid's his fight.
He's having a big moment. I'm gonna get fought.
Oh shit. Nico dropped off, but it was good having you on, Nico. Man, we gotta have you on next time again, for sure. Just because he dropped off, but I had to give him acknowledgement. I didn't even introduce his ass to start the pod. Shame, terrible host. Just jumped right into the shit.
Yeah, we jumped right into this one because motherfuckers got a lot of shit on their chest, man.
Yeah, man.
Billy host WBO champion, man.
How do y'all feel about now? Did y'all talk about Canelo and the situation with WBC? Because I saw that text message. Julius was like, "I damn near jumped out my phone reading this bullshit."
Yeah, we talked about it.
We talked about it. Look, Canelo basically said that they were pressuring it. The WBC was pressuring, and that's what caused the rift. It's like, how are they pressuring you? They gave you an extra fight, and you knew you had to fight this guy before you even won the belt. You knew the winner of your fight with Cotto, the only way you get to have this fight sanctioned by them is if you agree that if you win, Golovkin is next. They didn't, they didn't strip you. They didn't bother you. You said, I need an extra fight to get used to 160. They gave you that. And then they even extended the time frame that they was going to order the purse bid, I believe. After he done beat Amir Khan, you still asked for extra time and they gave it to you. So how were they pressuring you, dog? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's what I said. He's acting like a fucking spoiled ass diva child, man. That's what he's acting like.
Yeah, well, I was vilifying him before last year, and I'm gonna vilify him this year. That's all. I mean, at the end of the day, if you support Canelo Alvarez, you're supporting what's wrong with boxing. You're supporting what's wrong with it. That shit ain't cool. You winding up the fans. You know what I mean? You're not following the ranks. You're not following the system the way it works.
No, exactly. I was just going to say, basically, Canelo has showed us he don't give a fuck about the belts.
No, he don't give. Yeah, he don't. And that's because
he's a 154-pound WBO champion fighting at 164.5.
Yeah. And somehow he's a mandatory at 160.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is going on here, dog? Like, you're supporting this? Why? Is this entertaining to you? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Some people like to say that they're a fan. They must be fans of the business of boxing as opposed to the actual the actual boxing. That I don't want to see the fight. I just want to see people arguing at the boardroom. That's what I want to see. I don't want to. I don't care about the fight.
I want to see people arguing at the boardroom.
Nah, I guess.
Well, the only thing about this fight that I will say is he's finally fighting someone that's bigger than him in height. Because Canelo, I've always felt like Canelo has been a bully because he always get these guys like Ricky Hatton brother, Josecito Lopez. He get these motherfuckers coming up 4 pounds, 8 pounds, and shit like that to fight him.
Yeah, we know it goes back to what I said originally. I didn't think much of Chavez before they even announced this. So when they announced this, it's like, oh yeah, this is right up Canelo's alley. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's taller, but it's not like he's not giving something up. It's not like he's not giving something.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. I just read something that's just don't. Oh my god. Yeah.
Somebody showed you a picture of your penis?
No. Come on now.
I laugh too sometimes when I go to the bathroom.
Come on. There's no need for that. There's no need for any of that.
My apologies, George. I didn't.
Your apology is not accepted.
Oh, shit.
That Mark did a great imitation of me on the video.
Yeah. Yo, Julius, did you see the video I did? My imitation of Bo?
Nah, where is it?
Nah, I gotta tag you in it. Damn, I gotta find it.
Hilarious! I said, "Oh my god, he got it down to a T."
Hold on. Wait, because I still got some of it right here. I'm gonna take my
Sombrano. That sombrano is killing me, man.
Man, it's official, right?
Cinco de Mayo. It's fucking. Yeah, these fights, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, all in all, everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen. Because I said this shit. We was talking about some shit, and I said that, like, look, there's no face of boxing right now, but it's gonna resurge. You got to realize Floyd retired in the end of 2015.
First of all, you got to realize that I'm the face of truth and facts about boxing.
Yo, wait. You gotta clap. You gotta clap.
All y'all taking L's.
Oh shit! He didn't even have to say that. He didn't even have to say that.
Wow.
Yo.
That's why.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, that's funny, dog. That's funny.
Yeah, I gotta show you the full one though.
That shit.
I got the full one.
What does that say? Faux shoe on your hat? What is it? Faux shoe?
It says, yeah, that's the it's like the brand that makes the hat, but it's the team in front. That's all that matters. Barcelona.
I'm telling y'all. Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand. Julius.
Me? That's not me.
No. Look,
me.
Look, Julius. I'm telling y'all. Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all always talking shit about Wilder. It ain't like that though, bro.
Right.
What happened to Evan? I thought he was gonna get on tonight.
Right.
Oh,
it's like,
yo, that was perfect.
Yo, Evan, you there? Yo.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Yo, we gonna call one say the Barry White of boxing. Boxing love, y'all.
Dog. One day.
Yo, what had? First of all right. I guess that's just a conversation I have on the off air. But man, there's so much going on that damn page.
Yeah. I know what you was about to go into. Also,
I know. Yeah, you know what I was about to get into. So let me just end the podcast right now.
Get off the air. We'll talk about that.
I forgot we were even live.
Because I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, this took an ugly turn real fast.
Peace. See y'all next week. It's been real. Oh yeah, I said Canelo by TKO 11. That's just make sure that stands out there.
I got Canelo also. I got Canelo late round stoppage body shot from
Same.
All right.
Body shot. Gonna do it.
Peace.